This is Maury of Yasharal. He's coming soon. Then you hear the scoffers. They say, they've been saying that for thousands of years, and he hasn't shown up yet. It's an excuse that they use not to return. But we are actually at the end of our captivity. All you have to do is pick up the book. 400 years have passed. At the end of the 400-year period, the Father stretched forth his arm, showed us the path of years. The man of sin was revealed in 2019. Mohammed bin Salman. The plague came. COVID-19. Great tribulation all around the world. Wars, rumors of wars, earthquakes. All you have to do is turn on the television and you'll see floods. Now let me show you some devastation. Amos, you would say Amos, chapter 1, 1 to 3. 1. The words of Amos, who was among the herdsmen of Tekoa, which he saw concerning Yasharal, in the days of Uzziah, king of Yahudah, and in the days of Jeroboam, the son of Joash, king of Yasharal, 2 years before the earthquake. Now how descriptive was that? Clear. Precise. 2. And he said, Yahuwah will roar from Tisyaun, and utter his voice from Yerushalayim. His voice? Yahushua HaMashiach. His emissary, his battle axe. He's going to rule the world with an iron rod. And the inhabitants of the shepherds shall mourn, and the top of Carmel shall wither. All of these events are happening in the land, Yah's land. He's cleansing it for us. 3. Thus saith Yahuwah, for 3 transgressions of Damascus, Damascus, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof. Why? Because they have threshed Gilad with threshing instruments of iron. They were smashing our heads in with the threshing tools. Look at them today. A wasteland. They have a new leader now, trying to get funds from the international community so that they can rebuild. The Father sent a fire through here. 4. But I will send a fire into the house of Hazael, which shall devour the palaces of Ben-Hadad. 5. I will break also the bar of Damascus, and cut off the inhabitant from the plain of Aon, and him that holds the scepter from the house of Adon. They had a leader there, a ruler over them. His name is Assad. He's in exile now, in Russia. And the people of Syria, Aram, shall go into captivity unto Kiyara, saith Yahuwah. 6. Thus saith Yahuwah, for 3 transgressions of Gaza, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they carried away captive the whole captivity, to deliver them up to Edom. Now you see why they're getting it today? They're getting the smoke. They turned us over to our ancient enemy, the ones who hated us, and they put us to the sword. Here's the result. And we're watching it play out on television every day. Isn't it amazing? No country around the world can help them. Truly, Gaza has been forsaken. Brothers and sisters, this here alone tells you this is the end of the matter. 7. But I will send a fire on the wall of Gaza, which shall devour the palaces thereof. Do you believe him? Well, it's happening right in front of our face. The people are starving over there. Why? Because they turned us over to Edom. 8. And I will cut off the inhabitant from Ashdod, and him that holds the scepter from Ashkelon. And I will turn my hand against Akarun, and the remnant of the Palashat Yam shall perish, said Adonai, the owner, who is Yahuwah. Is this true? Well, a little while ago, these places were uninhabited. Hamas was shooting rockets. So they brought the people out of these locations and put them under the Iron Dome. They're starting to return back to their houses now, thinking they can dwell in safety. 9. Thus saith Yahuwah, for 3 transgressions of Tyrus, Tizar, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they delivered up the whole captivity to Edom, Edom. And Edom remembered not the brotherly covenant. They put us to the sword. Where is Tyrus? Tizar? Well, they call it today Lebanon. Who dwelt there? The Greeks. Then came the Romans. But under the Greeks was one called Antiochus Epiphanes. He came down to the south. He sacrificed a pig on the altar to Zeus. He stole the gold off the walls, stole all of the goodly things, took the Torah scrolls, started a bonfire, told the people to burn all of their books. He made us unclean in every way. The sacrifices were caused to cease. He told us we couldn't follow the new moons, or the Shabbats, or the feast days, that we had to worship their mighty one. The Father sent a fire through there. This is the seaport in Lebanon. I remember when it happened. They thought it was a nuclear weapon go off. Please, go check it out. I'm just showing you the seaport and the devastation here. But the blast went all the way back into the city and destroyed a lot of those tall buildings. 10. But I will send a fire on the wall of Tizar, which shall devour the palaces thereof. Please, just look it up, and you'll see how far this fire reached into the city. 11. Thus saith Yahuwah, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword. Note, Esau is not the white man. Esau is our brother. If the white man is Esau, it means that he is actually our brother. How weird is that? And did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. 12. But I will send a fire upon Taman, which shall devour the palaces of Batsra. Here's an ancient map. The Babylonian Empire about 600 BC, in the time of Yarimiyahu. Tema, Dedan. Is it in America? Is it in Europe? Listen to what Yahuwah said. I know where Esau dwells. I've uncovered his secret places. He cannot hide anymore. His seed is spoiled, and his neighbors, and he is not pure anymore. It's in Saudi Arabia, brothers and sisters. Not America. Look at the circle. This was the ancient Babylonian Empire. Here's some other foolishness that is circling around Yasharal community. That mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth, is America. That's sheer stupidity. America's only a few hundred years old. But Saudi Arabia, Edom, Esau was there from the beginning. They joined in with all of our enemies, even the Babylonians, against us. And then they adopted one of the most important things from the Babylonian religion. And if you're not educated, you will not understand what I'm about to say. When you hear the sound, you have to bow down. 13. Thus saith Yahuwah, for 3 transgressions of the children of Ammon, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they have ripped up the women with child of Gilad, that they might enlarge their border, where people robbed and spoiled. 14. Because of this, I will send a fire in the wall of Rabbah, and it shall devour the palaces thereof, with shouting in the day of battle, with a tempest in the day of the whirlwind. When Yahushua HaMashiach comes in the clouds with power and great glory, the 144,000 will be there. 15. And their king shall go into captivity, he and his princes together, saith Yahuwah. Do you know what this King Hussein says? He's a direct descendant of the Prophet Muhammad from the Hashemite Empire. Well, your day is come. We have 2 prophecies that have not been fulfilled. Edom and Ammon. Soon, you're going to wake up in the morning. You're going to hear about a ruckus in the land. You're going to look up in the sky. You're going to see these chariots, great chariots, coming in the clouds with power and great glory. The whole earth shall be occupied. You shall watch it on television, the fire, the day of the whirlwind, when he comes to take vengeance on all of his and our enemies. Listen, you have to be on the right side. Get your acts together. Join with us in the path of years. It's the only way to return to the high priest. Yahushua HaMashiach's whole purpose in this time is to make the atonement for you. But you have to be on his time to make your appointment. You can't be late. You can't be on the wrong day and expect for him to come and meet you. You have to return. Shalom.